Good morning, Simply Sugar here. Let's do some morning news rundown and we'll recap some other things. So, no King's Day protest is June 14th, the same day as Flag Day, and unfortunately, Donald Trump's birthday is on that day, and we're having some huge military parade, you know, to the cost of about 40, 50, 60 million dollars, where there'll be big tanks on display and armed forces. So no King's Day protests in all 50 states and probably across the world will happen on that day. If you join, please be peaceful. We don't want to give the person in office or the GOP, because they're involved too, any reasons to, crack skulls. In other news, ICE is trying to terminate and expedite immigration cases so they can just mass deport people. It's another workaround, around due process. Now, court cases take years because they're backlogged. So you have these people legally live in this country going to court cases for 5, 10, 15 years. And now you're expediting these cases just to get them the hell out of there. That seems fair, doesn't it? Donald Trump gives a speech at West Point where he loses focus, doesn't seem to know where the microphone is, and talks about marrying for looks and his golden era. So they want to talk about, President Biden still all the time, but we don't focus on this president's sundowning moments, which is very apparent. Let's talk about Kid Rock. So he licenses his name to a restaurant, I think in Tennessee or Texas or whatever hell he licenses a restaurant. But apparently the restaurant had to close for the day due to ICE raids, which I find hysterical. So apparently the owner of that restaurant is very MAGA, as Kid Rock is, but not MAGA enough to have immigrant staff. It's all hysterical and sad and crazy all rolled up into one. So we don't want them here unless they work at my establishment. Is that where we're at with that? There is a U.S. citizen who had a real ID who was still detained, handcuffed, and roughed up by ICE. His name is Leonardo Garcia Venegas, and this is going to happen more and more. And even though you went through all this enhancements to get this real ID, you're still accused of having faked it. Anyone who's gotten a real ID understands the hoops you have to go through to prove you're an American citizen just to get this piece of paper, or for the government to say, yeah, no, that's fake. You don't belong here. 100 national security staffers were fired, and we're all wondering what happens when a real threat happens. In another video I said we're not the popular girl anymore because we're not the popular girl anymore. People don't like us. And in other news, tariffs, like everyone gets a tariff. So now Donald Trump wants to tariff Samsung, Apple, Nokia. I'm old. I don't even know all the phone makers anymore, but yeah, 25% tariffs if you don't have facilities here in the United States, which takes years and years and years to build these type of high-tech facilities. But yeah, so that's the news rundown. Please let me know your thoughts.